Hello, cinema friends. Welcome to another edition of Cinesundry. I'm your host, Markus Seaberry, and today we're back with Tyler Perry and all his cast of characters as we review Madea Homecoming. Now, before we get into our review of Madea Homecoming, I want to remind you about our rating system. Okay, that first rating you see there is our tour. That is for those top shelf, superb, some of the best productions you've seen all year. And next we have middling. It's kind of a middle score, things that had potential or promise, but didn't quite deliver on their potential or promise. Kind of a good try. And last we have heck. That is for those terrible, dismal, abysmal, god-awful projects that probably shouldn't have been made in the first place. And now you got the ratings. Guys, we're going to continue what we did on the previous episode. As I've always said, nerding out is no fun by yourself. Nerding out should be a group affair at all times. So I want to bring in a co-host here, Miss Gale Jones Carson.
Hi, Marcus. How are you? And thank you for having me.
Oh, it is definitely my pleasure. How are you?
I'm great. Happy to be here.
And we are happy to have you. And I guess we're going to get into it. Madea Homecoming first. Let's give the rundown. Okay, again, Tyler Perry and his cast of characters are back. You know, the Browns, all that gang, they're coming together as one of their loved ones is graduating college, and several of their loved ones have secrets and scandals that are coming up in this movie. And next, you know, we got to talk about the script and acting. All right, I guess I'll start this one off. The script started out funny to me, you know, was a lot of Madea and the Browns, who I kind of love. Like, boy, it just took all these, what I felt were like soap opera-esque plot twists I really didn't see justification for. I gotta be honest, I didn't love the script. How'd you feel about it?
Now, Marcus, you know, I love Tyler Perry. And I love Madea. And as when I think that, you know, his last one was supposed to be The Funeral in 2019. And he decided that, you know, during the pandemic, he wanted to make people giggle. And that's what he did with this movie. So when it opened up, I mean, it had me just cracking up, Marcus. It was so funny, especially with Mr. Brown out there, you know, trying to do the cookout and putting all that gasoline out there. And you know, Madea went out there. No, the husband went out there. Whatever he is. But anyway, he went out there.
Madea's brother, yeah, he went out
there. Yeah, the brother, yeah. Well, he went out there, but he wasn't convincing enough. His acting wasn't really convincing there. But anyway, it just was funny from the beginning throughout. It had some serious parts in there. It addressed some issues that's relevant in our community and the world today. And so I thought, you know, the storyline was good.
All right. As always, we respect opinions, even when they're different. Well, let's see. And I guess we got to talk about this cast. First of all, we got to talk about the man himself, Tyler Perry. He's Madea. He's also Madea's brother. I mean, I thought he did a good job. It is always odd to me how Madea is so kind of wild and irreverent, but yet she's also the voice of reason at the same time. Now, I will say that that's interesting. And I mean, it's Madea. Madea makes me laugh. Now, I wasn't quite used to Netflix. It seems like Tyler's a little freer with the profanities. I was like, oh wow.
Well, yeah, and there was a little bit more profanity. It was ma da dia and the rating meaning they did get some F words in there.
I know. I was like, wow.
Yeah, so do you think that was because it was on Netflix that they did that?
Yes, because they're not bound by the typical rating system.
Well, yeah, they moved another level in the area of profanity.
yes, definitely. And of course, I guess yes, we have Brendan O'Carroll, who is Medea's counterpart, Mama Agnes. I view this character as like the white Irish version of Madea. Another funny. So, I was shocked. I didn't find out that there was a man playing Mama Agnes until I did my research recently. I was like, oh, that's a man too. Okay.
I thought this was a good matchup, Markus. I thought it was a good matchup.
Oh yeah. They were definitely tit for tat. And they seem to hint that there might be another, I guess, movie focusing on them on the horizon. You know what? It's Netflix. I'm paying for it anyway.
Well, and I know some people who did not want to watch Madea and these kinds of characters. I don't know what they thought the movies were about, but once they watched them, they grew to appreciate the roles, and that is pure entertainment. And that Madea does have some words of wisdoms or some wisdom that comes out in her scripting throughout. So I find it entertaining and somewhat educational if you really get into it. So I value the movies. I appreciate the movies. I appreciate his work.
I understand. And, I'm trying to use my words wisely because I am. I would love to be hired by Tyler Perry one day.
Well, he does a lot of hiring now.
You know what I'm saying? I could be an usher at Tyler Perry studio. Just let me in there. But okay, so and another cast member I thought we needed to highlight. Yes, Gabrielle Dennis is Laura. This is just one of my favorite actors.
I love her too.
The Game, the Old Spice commercials with Dion Cole, a Black Lady sketch shows, a favorite show of mine on HBO. I like the Laura character. She was kind of dealing with a divorce and trying to bounce back, also trying to be there for her son, Tim. And of course, she was another character that was kind of had, secrets and things going around. But I mean, I just like Gabrielle Dennis. I just really think she's a solid actor who doesn't really get her due. So I'm glad that at least, Tyler Perry sees something in her.
Well, there's not a movie I've seen her in that I did not like her acting. She's a very good actress. I thought the role that she played in Madea Homecoming was a good role. A very, I thought it was a strong role. And I've been watching her on Instagram, and it's been enjoyable watching her. She seems like a real person, a down-to-earth person, and she is a good actress. And one of the things that I do like about Tyler Perry, I mean, he's somewhat one of my heroes, particularly in the entertainment industry, is because he gives actresses like Gabrielle and Celine, a lot of the older actresses and actors who would set out to the field. He gives them jobs. He gives them work. He allows them to continue their greatness, and that I value with him. He's one of my heroes in the entertainment industry. Yeah. So yeah, he's one of my heroes. He gives Cicely Tyson and Gabrielle and other actors and actresses jobs and not just jobs, but you can see the value of their work, how well they act. He puts them on Front Street and gives them an opportunity to be seen by the world, and hopefully can get other acting roles.
Definitely. I love the fact that he was using Cicely Tyson at a time when I guess many people felt she was over the hill or what other kind of foolishness. Yeah, definitely. Well, all right. Going down our cast here. Next, I want to talk about Brandon Black is Tim. Now, his character is graduating. He's graduating top of his class, valedictorian, and also his character has a little bit of a secret he's hiding. I gotta say the actor seemed nice enough, but I didn't really believe him at some points.
You didn't?
I mean, I'm sorry, especially now because you just made a strong case for like the whole Tyler Perry empire. I feel kind of evil over here, but I was like, hey, somebody got to be a villain.
But Marcus, this is dealing with another issue that the world needs to face and deal with, and treat people with dignity and respect, and accept folks. And Tyler is dealing with that in Madea Homecoming. So I give him a kudo for that one. Just dealing with that issue. And if you think about it, more and more you're seeing the LGBT issues and coming to the forefront in the media. And because, there's been a lot of young people who have hurt themselves, killed themselves because of how they are treated. And so, I think that the more Tyler Perry and others bring this issue to the forefront, and there's some humor and some seriousness in it, that it would be more accepted, because what people do with their personal lives is between them and their God.
Well said, and I agree wholeheartedly. And finally, rounding out the cast here is Isha Blacker as Davi. This is Tim's roommate, and as is par for the course, he also has a secret that I guess he's hiding from Tim's family and his family, which includes Mama Agnes. Young actor. I mean, I thought he was fine to me. I mean, guess I'm kind of in the middle on him. I didn't think he was terrible, but I don't know. I didn't just think he was great, but I thought he was good in the role. Like I said, it was a lot of plot twists and turns, and I was just trying to figure out what was going on. I was a little confused. Maybe it's me.
What were you confused about, Marcus?
Well, okay, I guess we spoiling. In the beginning, it looked like Tim and Davi are a gay couple.
Yeah.
And Davi's trying to encourage Tim to come out.
Yeah.
But then after Tim comes out, another character who plays a cop and Gabrielle Dennis character were like, wait a minute. Tim came out, but Davi didn't come out. And, then we found out that Davi and actually Gabrielle Dennis are having an affair. That kind of came out of left field for me. I was just like, oh, that's what we're doing? I don't know. Like I said.
It was a little challenge for you, Marcus.
Yeah, because, I didn't see the hints of the Laura and Davi relationship. I didn't see any kind of hints or foreshadowing. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know, Marcus. You're pretty good. You're pretty in tune when you watch it.
I think I am.
I think you are.
But like I said, thought he did a good job.
Okay, honestly, so Marcus, I before seeing him in this movie right here, I don't really remember seeing him in a lot of other movies. Are you familiar with his acting?
I'm not familiar with him or the guy who played Tim. I'm also not familiar with Mama Agnes. I knew Tyler Perry and Gabrielle Dennis, and of course the Browns. I didn't list them as part of this cast because to me, the Browns are kind of just there, but they don't really grow and have things. Yeah. They're just kind of like more comic relief / townspeople. I mean.
I like the Browns. I like.
Yes. Definitely. Okay, and I guess next we're gonna talk about the director's technique. Surprise, surprise! I don't have complaints on this one. I actually like a lot of stuff Tyler Perry did in this film. I liked a lot of the little funny little things he did when he would like switch the scene and how he kind of wipe it away and do things and do little funny tricks. And also I love that there's like a black and white flashback scene to a younger Madea. I actually did like that part, and
so I was gonna ask you about the Rosa Parks scene.
yeah, that was kind of fun. And the fact that we're using an iPhone, I was like,
not I, but a phone. A phone.
Yeah. I was like, historically, this should not be here.
Well, really, he didn't call it an iPhone. He called it a phone.
Oh yes. It was an A phone, and I mean, I think people know it because it's been shown everywhere. Yes, there is a tribute to Beyonce's performance at Coachella, but it's Madea as Beyonce. Like,
now that was funny.
When they shot it, just like the documentary that was on Netflix, which I watched.
Yeah.
So and like I was amazed. Like I was like, Tyler Perry must have studied it like it was homework, because I mean, he got all the mannerisms and like the interactions that Beyonce had with dancers, like all the behind the scenes. Like he got that perfect. That was like a perfect parody.
But he's a good director. He's a good actor.
Yes, he is. Like, because
just take him out of the Madea role and think about all the other acting roles.
Oh yes. Like
he's a good actor.
I tend to like him better in other people's things. It's crazy. Like I liked him in those Star Trek films that J.J. Abrams did. And my favorite Tyler Perry performance is Gone Girl. When he's the lawyer in Gone Girl with Ben Affleck, he's a jerk, but he's an entertaining jerk. And I'm just like, I like when Tyler is the good guy.
Okay, so you Marcus, you're real good at remember the name of movies. The movie that I loved him in was the one that Halle Berry was in, and she was a maid and she was homeless. And was that Tyler?
Yeah, that was a Tyler Perry film, I believe.
I mean, it was a Tyler Perry film, but who was the actress who played? She had a son, and she was homeless, and they were staying in the she was a maid cleaning the building, and at the end he ended up marrying her. He was wealthy.
Oh yeah.
Now, Marcus, I know you've seen that movie because it was a Tyler Perry, but it was so good. I watched it so many times. But anyway, the point is, in addition to being good at Madea, which is an entertaining, I see it mostly as an entertainment. I don't get into all the real seriousness that some people get into, but I enjoy Madea. I enjoy the fun, some of the wisdom that's shared in there. I just think he's, in addition to being an excellent director, he's an excellent actor.
I agree. Like I said, I think he is great as Madea, and it's like everybody couldn't get that mix, of craziness and then kind of bringing it back and,
Well, and one of the things I appreciated about him too is when he first started movies, he didn't listen to the mainstream critics. He just didn't. He didn't do like a lot of movies, they will have openings, just private openings for critics and stuff. He didn't do that because he felt his movies would get negative reviews.
Yeah.
And so he didn't do that. And so he took his movies to the streets, and they have done extremely well money.
He found, I don't know if it was by divine purpose or how, but he found a niche audience.
He did.
Which was the Black churchgoer that was underserved and neglected. And as a matter of fact, I think it spurred people to try to make Tyler Perry as clones.
Yeah.
You know, the choir, the gospel, things like that, you know. And he has nurtured that audience, and that audience rocks with Tyler Perry. I have seen church busloads. Like I think when I saw the first Why Did I Get Married, there was a church bus outside of my local Malco theater. Like, oh, we're supporting Tyler because he's making things with us in mind.
And Memphis turns up and they turn out for Tyler Perry.
That is also a fair assessment, a true fact. So I guess time to come bring this home. Let's talk about sentiment and rating.
Okay.
All right, so Gale, give me a sentiment and rating.
Well, you already know, Markus, that I'm biased. You know that I love Tyler Perry. I love his work. I love his directing. And this movie, I enjoyed it from beginning to end. It was funny. It had some wisdom in there, some educational stuff in there. It dealt with some modern day issues that need to be addressed in this country. And Markus, my rating is a 2. It is tops for me. It was a good movie. I will watch it again. Come on, Markus.
I wanted to love this movie so bad. Like, there was a time when I watched every Tyler Perry film. I fell off. I don't know. Maybe didn't do it for me. Honestly, my sentiment at the end was like disappointment because, and you know what? It's mainly the middle when all the plot twists come out. Like the beginning was just Madea and her brother and Brown. I'm like, yes, this is fun. Like I was
Markus,
like,
you gonna make me cry? You gonna make me cry, Markus?
I don't want to make you cry.
You gonna make me cry, Markus?
And I'm gonna make me cry because again, I'm an actor. I'm scared Tyler gonna see this and like, there goes my Tyler Perry role. But you know what? I gotta be honest.
Okay.
My mama told me to tell the truth to stay in church. So the middle, like I said, I thought the plot twist kind of out of nowhere. You didn't do it for me. So respectfully, I gotta give it a heck, man.
Oh my God, Markus, I won't be able to rest tonight.
Please hire me, Tyler. I still like you. Mama need a new pair of shoes. All right. Well, hey guys. Again, we try to respect different opinions here. One man's treasure is another man's not treasure. I don't want to say trash because I did like parts of it. Here we are, and we're going to agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
And I think I have to watch it again now because I got to think about some of the things you said.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. This is going to bring us to the end of another episode of Cinesundry. For Gale Jones Carson, co-host, I'm the other co-host, Markus Seaberry. And as I always want to remind you to like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to our channel. And remember, guys, take some time. Treat yourself to a movie. See you next time.